Yeah, there was no, in my mind, there was no doubt we were going to win. It did feel eerily similar, right? I think to all of us it did. A great game. Give credit to the Chiefs, man. They're really good. Played the Chiefs a lot of times. They got a heck of a team this year. So, yeah, it did feel similar in some aspects, but I don't like this side of it. I'll tell you that.
You're obviously playing against the opposing defense, but do you kind of look forward to playing Mahomes twice a year for several years to come?
Oh, absolutely. I think he's a great player. I think we all know that. And you can tell a lot of the stuff that he does now. Early on in his career, extending plays, he's really athletic and all those kind of things. And he's got a crazy good arm. And as he just continues to hone those skills, that skill set that he has he's going to play even better than he is now, which is crazy to say, right? He's a heck of a player. Nothing but respect for him, and he's a great man. He's a very good guy, nice to talk to. And all those things, very respectful. So I wish him the best. I really do, except when we play him.
Yeah, definitely like a shootout type thing. Does the quarterback kind of get involved in that kind of emotion a little more, like kind of a tick for tat?
For me, it does not. For me, there's so many things going on in my head, blitz-wise, or things that are on my plate that I'm trying to figure out that. Emotionally, early on in my career, yes, absolutely, because you're like, oh my goodness, it's so and so, and me and Phillip Rivers are going at, that kind of thing. But now I've kind of gotten to the point where I don't want to say over it because I enjoyed the time being in the NFL, but just those kind of things. There's so many other things on my mind that I'm thinking about nowadays besides when I was younger.
You had a couple long passes today, including one out of the end zone that were just off the fingertips, just barely.
Yeah.
Was that frustrating since people saying, you just do this sort of stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're averaging a pretty good clip on our passes right now. So there's going to be games where we have to throw it short, and people hate it. I mean, I won't say any names, but you turn on some of these other guys, they're throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage or 5 yards, and they'll get 15 or 20. Sometimes those are schematically things, game plan, trying to get people in space and trying to make them miss and tackling. So that kind of stuff, it doesn't bother me because when I go to Coach Gruden's office as soon as the game's over and we talk, I just want to make sure I executed exactly what he wanted. You know what I mean? But throwing the deep ball, we knew we were going to have chances based on the coverages they play. We knew that we'll have chances. And then we had a couple where the play got extended and I was able to point and try and hit Sale in the back of the end zone. And we almost had that one. But, the cool thing about that, especially I love moments like this where young kids can learn just such a great moment. He wasn't having his best day, right? But I just kept telling him, man, I'm going to keep coming to you, so keep fighting. He kept fighting. He ends up catching a big touchdown for us. So, I don't get concerned with how far we throw the ball and things like that. I just want to make sure I execute what Coach wants.
Your running back's been pretty good all this year. What do you think of the 3 fumbles?
Yeah, it's weird, right? Like you said, they've been good. And honestly, since I've been here for 5 years, we've been pretty good at that, the running back spot. And in the pocket, obviously, you never want to do that. But, we know things happen. Can't see people and all that. But when we're running, that hasn't happened for our guys. You know what I mean? They've been solid. So I never saw any replays on any of them. I don't know if they got punched, ripped. I don't know. So I don't really have much to say about it. But it was definitely different. And I know they're beating themselves up for it.
One of the late touchdown drives, you wanted to score one of the drives. You had a 1st and goal. You had Jordy in the corner. Didn't look like it for sure that he was open. He just flung it out the back of the end zone. Is that progress?
100%. I'm glad you saw that because usually my stupid self, I'll try and force it in there, and I can do, especially in a game like that situation. Now, that's all I give. Thank the Lord, but, I give credit to my coaches, man, because they have drilled me over and over again. Look, it's 1st down. You don't have to force it. We end up scoring, like you said. So those are things that you take away, and it's like, okay, yes, the coaches are awesome, that it's registering in the middle, heat of the moment. You don't have to force it, that kind of thing. So I give Coach Gruden, Coach Callahan, Coach Olsen, if I could break down every play, they had all a hand in something that they've taught me or showed me to get better at in that game.
Did you see this in practice this week, that Jordy was healthy and that he's been coming along?
Yeah, absolutely. And, he looked, he felt better, and, he was able to practice, and we were able to get some throws together and just build our timing, our chemistry. And it was a good week for us to do that. And then the night before the game, last night, Coach told us, like, hey, we got to get Jordy the ball. and we got to give him, let him win and give him the ball. He's healthy, he's running good. So to win this game, we're going to have to give him the ball. And so whenever we had the matchups, we were able to check things and go through progressions to get him the rock, and it was good. It was good to have him back.
Derek, I know individual accomplishments and the success of the team, but you're now setting all-time leading passer rate in Raiders history.
Yeah.
1,400 yards of it being the first. What does that mean to you just to have that milestone and just know that you can continue building on your legacy?
Yeah, it's very humbling. Again, my dad was a Raider fan growing up. Kenny Stabler was his favorite, and I got to grow up watching Rich play, and with Jerry Rice and Tim Brown and all those guys, man, and to be able to be up there, it means a lot to me. Don't get it twisted. You guys know me. I just want to win, and I hate losing. But for those things to be there, it in my heart, it means a lot. It does. Now, can we just translate it into some more wins? I'd give you all the yards back for all the wins, But at the same time, it is very cool. It's very humbling. And it just shows me that I haven't done anything yet. We got a long way to go.
Derek, can I ask you a question kind of aside from the game? A lot of the different players have those cleats,
Yeah.
my cons. Your and the other players. Can you just talk about that?
You said mine and the other players?
That my cleats, my
Yeah, yes.
the other players with those colorful.
Yeah, absolutely. We had some, obviously guys have, mine was Children's Health, with my son, we all know that story, with Dallas having 3 surgeries, and so representing Valley Children's and just trying to raise awareness for them. Some was diabetes, some was childhood abuse, some was protecting lions, the animals, something that means a lot to other people. And so, those are all, it's such a cool thing because it's not just everyone has to wear one color or one thing. Everyone has a story behind why they did what they did. And I think that was something pretty cool that the NFL does, because I don't know if they do it, but I'm sure they do, go around asking people the story of why and all those things, because we're all human, man. We all have families and things that we've been through, that family members have been through, people close to us. So to do that, it really does mean a lot to us. So I really hope it's something that sticks, and they do, for the rest of the time the NFL's around.
You and Gruden seem to be getting along well on the sidelines. Do you guys ever huddle up and say, hey, let's not give him showing you?
Yeah. I only yelled at him once today. No, I'm just kidding. No, we, like I said, he's yelled at me about 27 times this week. And I'm fiery myself, but it's all out of him just trying to get me to this place that he thinks I could go to. And I've told him, I told you guys when he first got hired, and the big thing was, can I handle, him? Well, I get along with him. We've talked about how I'm sometimes, wins, losses, I'm just trying to be the same, even though it's hard and all that. That doesn't mean I don't care. It doesn't mean I'm not competitive. And so, it wasn't something that we talked about, but I think that our communication and the level we understand each other. He's looking at me, he calls a play, and then he sees a sub, and he's about to call someone else, and I just give him a thumbs up. I already know what he wants me to call. So we're building this chemistry, this thing that we have, and so we don't consciously sit down and say, hey, we're not gonna yell at each other anymore. We may do it again. Who knows? I can probably guarantee we'll do it again. But at this point, we had great communication today, and that was good.
More guys paying attention to the Chiefs' offense today, but when you see them, maybe when they're playing somebody else during the week, with Andy and John coming from the same tree, the same offense, can you look at the things that they do and say, yeah, I see that.
Oh yeah,
I know what they're doing.
100%. That's funny. Him, Coach McVay. Sean Payton a little bit too. You see it's eerily similar. You see some things that, even when he first got here, things I did with Coach Olsen. Coach Ole was there with him, and they kind of make the same kind of jokes sometimes, and it's like, where did this really start? So there's definitely similarities, but again, you watch that Chiefs offense; they're explosive, man. They got some speed I haven't seen before, man. So it's fun.
Last one, Vic.
I know there's no moral victories, but these last few weeks at least, can you see teammates having more fun? You guys enjoying
Yeah.
games a little more than
Absolutely, 100%, and that's something that I've taken really seriously. Just reminding the guys that, hey, when we have fun, we play better. When we're all uptight, worried about what coach is going to say, getting cussed out or yelled at, coming off it, nobody's going to play well doing that. So it's been an emphasis in practice, and so I'm glad that you said that, because it's translating to the games. And so obviously no moral victory, but we should play like that no matter what the score is, no matter what our record is. It should be. You want it to always look the same. And so hopefully we can continue to grow that and instill that in our young guys.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you all.